James Earl Jones and Ray Liotta. James Earl going into cornfield and Ray Liotta coming out. It's a beautiful place. And we're live again October 2, 2020, week 6 of the high school football season. And let me bring in our color man, our an analyst, expert analyst, state champion, high school quarterback for West Jefferson, won the state, college quarterback for Muskingum, coach, follower of all things good in high school, Jeff Merklin. Welcome to campusnation.net and East Clinton High School.
Thanks, Tony. It's been an interesting week. A lot going on in the football scene this week. It's great to be here. And again, I second your comment on how beautiful this setting is. For all the places we've been, I remember a league that has such beautiful facilities as the SBAAC.
Well, this place here is a little more, what would I say, Fenway Park, Wrigley Field type of feel to it. It's certainly high school football at its finest, and tonight's matchup between Blanchester and East Clinton figures to be a good one. Blanchester 4-1 coming in. Jeff, tell us a little bit about the Blanchester Wildcats.
Okay, Tony. Blanchester, in addition to being 4-1 overall, they're 3-1 in the league, which is the SBAAC National Division. They sit in second place behind Bethel Tate, and that is the only team that's beaten them this year. Last week, Bethel Tate beat Blanchester 25-16. I'm sorry, that's week 4. And they're coached by Mulvihill, who's in his second season as head coach. It's his 12th overall at his alma mater. Coach Mulvihill played for Blanchester, went on to be an extremely good college player at Wittenberg, and then came back to his alma mater. Next week, like I told you, Tony, there's been a lot going on with regard to seeding, playoffs, and looks like we've got the national anthem coming up here. Sipple goes. The senior, he's number 2 out there. He's 6'4", and they do operate out of the spread, which we see quite often anymore in high schools. Sipple's third in the SBAAC passing. He's 87 for 167. That's 52.1%, 1,105 yards, and an extremely good touchdown to interception ratio of 14-2. He's also the he's the second leading rusher. He's had 27 attempts for 151 yards, which is a very good 5.6 average and 1 touchdown. The primary running back for Blanchester is Gage Houston. He's a senior running back, 5'9", 170 pounds. He's had 54 carries for 185 yards, 3.4 yards a carry, and he's got 5 touchdowns. So I think he's who you should expect to see down near the goal line. Sipple distributes the ball really evenly, Tony. There are 5 receivers on Blanchester with at least 13 catches. They're led by number 8, Trenton Zaka, I believe is how it's pronounced. He's a 5'10 senior. He's got 18 catches, 222 yards, 12.3 average, and 5 touchdowns. Defensively, look for number 6, Colt Conover, and a number 23 senior defensive back, Blake Richard. East Clinton, Tony, as you mentioned, they come in 2-3. They are 2 in the SBAAC National. They sit in 4th place, 2 spots behind Blanchester. And East Clinton, again, is coached by Steve Olds, his second season. He's 6-9 at East Clinton. And as we mentioned earlier, their playoff matchup is at Madison Plains next week, with the winner getting Blanchester. We've seen Jared Smith at quarterback a couple times this year, Tony, and he's a very good young quarterback, a junior. He's 28 for 80 through the air, 35%, 407 yards, and 4 touchdowns. He's also ran the ball for 172 yards and 2 more scores. Their primary runner is a freshman, number 24, Glenn Peacock. So far, Glenn has 245 yards and 2 touchdowns on the year. And their primary wide receiver is Branson Smith. He's a senior, number 3, 18 catches for 295 yards, 16.4 yards a catch, and 3 touchdowns. The top players on defense, which they primarily will Football fans, stop by Sam's Meats, located in Wilmington, Ohio at 1209 West Locust Street, and support a locally owned and operated business. Sam's Meats has fresh chicken, pork, and beef, along with deli cheese and lunch meats. Their meat deals are a great way to buy meat in bulk, helping to save you both time and money. The dining room is open for you to enjoy homemade hot bar meals, and they're made to order grill menu. Sam's Meats also offers catering, party trays, and a variety of homemade desserts. Sam's is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. and 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Saturdays. Check out Sam's Meats.
Let's reintroduce the crew here. This is campusnation.com, not this other phony thing that you might have heard about or been led to log on to. It's campusnation.com, the YouTube channel of Campus Nation, 106.9 WZAA out of Jeffersonville. I'm Tony Mancuso with the play-by-play. State champion high school quarterback Jeff Merklin, college quarterback on the color. Joe Holdren on the main camera. Dean Thompson in the end zone camera as usual. Sidney Phillips running all the wiring and the electricity, and the one who's leading us to the correct website, which is campusnation.com, not the other one that seems like they're trying to divert or steal the signal. The opening kickoff is moments away. East Clinton will be receiving the kickoff as the Blanchester Wildcats kick off from their 40, and we are underway with the rolling kickoff, and it looks like it's going to go out of bounds. So the game starts with a kickoff out of bounds. I thought I'd seen the last of that with the NFL's Randy Bullock, who gets paid to kick balls in bounds, but it didn't happen, Jeff. We made fun of that last week, and sure enough, a few days later, it came back to haunt us.
It was not fun to see.
What a premonition. We spent 10 minutes mocking the Bengals kick 21, Gage Houston. So now we're at third down and about 9 on the opening drive here at the Field of Dreams, East Clinton High School. No score. Just underway, campusnation.com, the real website, YouTube channel of Campus Nation. Glad to be with you folks on another Friday night of Ohio high school football. Doesn't get any better than that.
You've got me on that one, the first drive of the game.
We'll see if that's a trend that continues.
It might be that their punt returner is injured or something, and the coach just doesn't want to take a chance with an inexperienced player back there.
Well, Blanchester takes over for their first drive. First and 10 from about the 27-yard line. The center, under the COVID rules, brings the ball to the spot. Quarterback Braden Sipple, a big kid, isn't he, Jeff?
6'4", 175.
So there's a handoff into the line on first down. Gage Houston with the carry. Gets about a yard or two. Going to be 2nd and 8. Blanchester going left to right in the University of Kentucky / Tennessee Titans looking jerseys against the scarlet and gray of the Ohio State East Clinton Astros. Look on senior night at East Clinton High School. Hard to believe another senior class is done with their football season, Jeff.
And entertainment, offering a large televisions for big games like this one, the largest outdoor patio with a covered area, and a large stage for live music. Join your friends at Tin Cap, where they always serve up smiles by the glassful. See you for live music on Saturdays, trivia Thursdays, and Tin Cap again is located at 59 West Sugar Tree Street in Wilmington.
We were thinking we were going to go there for a game 3 of a playoff series tonight.
That's another story.
Yeah, we'll talk about that more as we go. Maybe at halftime, that'll be our topic tonight. Suffice to say, there's no Reds playoff game tonight at Tin Cap. There's not even any runs at Tin Cap. So,
Yeah, I don't know that there's any.
I think we should be worried about runs before.
Is a family-owned and operated seed dealership offering Pioneer brand products, seed treatments, and trusted agronomic advice. They've done it for the past 45 years in Clinton and surrounding counties. With the use of local data, technology, and digital tools, Collette Farms helps farmers maximize every acre's potential. Count on us to be there throughout the season, working directly with you. Collette Farms, Pioneer Seed, farmers just like you.
First down, Blanchester. Back to pass is Sipple and complete out to number 21, Gage Houston. The tackle made by Landon Runyon.
Tackle made by number 13, Landon Runyon for the Astros.
We're at 2nd and 8 for Blanchester. Second drive for the Wildcats. No score here at the Field of Dreams, East Clinton High School on senior night. Coming up on 7 minutes to go, first quarter. CampusNation.net, the real CampusNation.com, not net.com, the real one, CampusNation.com, or the YouTube channel of CampusNation.com. Second down, there's a flag.
False start, I think,
flying.
Tony.
They're going to call it on Blanchester for being offside. Play whistle dead. So a free 5 yards for Blanchester on their second drive of the game, Jeff.
Yeah, they're getting a little slow getting started. Let's see if Sipple puts the ball in the air the next couple, 3 plays and maybe tries to work the outside a little bit.
Interesting, Sipple is taller than all of his linemen. It's kind of interesting. Look.
Yeah, I've been.
Got a first down again, Jeff.
Second in a row, and that's the read by the quarterback. He's reading the wide side defensive back. If the defensive back goes in with a slanting receiver, he'll dump it out in the flat to the running back, which is what happened that time.
Nice play, nice gain.
And that's not an easy pass.
No,
Sometimes people think the short one should be easy, but depending on the angle, that's a tough pass to throw, and it was beautifully laid in there.
The last tackle was made by Branson Smith, not Devin Guthrie. We have 2 number 3s in our book, so we're crossing out one of them. So number 3 is Branson. Blanchester drive continues at their midfield. Handoff Houston, who bolts through the line and comes across the 40, inside the 40, looks like another first down.
Just short.
Just short. They are marking him just short.
Yeah, actually 2 yards short. 2nd and 2.
So it is 2nd and about 2. I thought he had it, but they marked it a step back.
56 is King Richard.
So 2nd down and 2. The drive extended by the penalty. We didn't get a call on what the penalty was or who it was against or anything.
Nothing. That's what I don't like. I mean, tell us what happened.
They just throw a flag and move on. Sipple complete.
Number 8, Trenton Scheike with the carry. Brought down by number 14, Trenton Garrett for the Astros.
That's the little hitch pattern where you've got the inside receiver blocking the outside defensive back and the outside receiver coming back for the ball. When it's executed well, it's really tough to defend. It's not a long breaking play, but if you do it well and get 6 to 8 yards like they did that time, it's very good for the offense.
And it did go for a first down, so the drive continues for Blanchester. 2:14 to go, first quarter. Sipple in the shotgun, take 45 seconds and counting. It is 4th and about 2, a long 2.
Look for a play action pass here.
Sipple looking over, and it's going to be enough for the first down. So the penalty doesn't hurt the Wildcats as they actually get the first down.
Nice call. That was run to the short side of the field off a play action. Typically, there's one less defender on the short side of the field anyway. They had a couple receivers to the right. Play action and a little flat pass to the left. Very effective.
So they get a false start, move back 5, but they pick it up anyhow. So nicely done by Blanchester. There's a handoff into the line,
Fumble.
and there's a fumble. The ball is on the ground. The officials are marking it down on the ground.
I don't know about that one, Tony.
We don't have replay here tonight, but if you watch it on campusnation.com, you can call it for yourself when you see it on the podcast later on. I'm sure Joe Holdren got a great picture of that.
The only possible explanation of that was the ground caused the fumble, and it sure looked like it was out as he was going down, but I wasn't on the field.
So we're at the end of the first quarter here at East Clinton High. No score. Blanchester 0, East Clinton 0. Sam's Meats. Come again, Jeff. One of our great sponsors.
Absolutely. Football fans, stop by Sam's Meats, located in Wilmington, Ohio at 1209 West Locust Street, and support a locally owned and operated business. Sam's Meats has fresh chicken, pork, and beef, along with deli cheese and lunch meats. Their meat deals are a great way to buy meat in bulk, helping to save you both time and money. The dining room is open for you to enjoy homemade hot bar meals and their made-to-order grill menu. Sam's Meats also offers catering, party trays, and a variety of homemade desserts. Sam's is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. and 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Saturdays. Check out Sam's Meats.
Tin Cap, one of our another fun, is the 17th play, Jeff, of this drive. 17 of them. Sipple flushed out of the pocket, throwing, and it's going to be dropped. Intended over there for number 21, Gage Houston. Broken up by Isaiah Conger. And East Clinton holds on downs, Jeff.
Sipple was flushed out of the pocket, made a very nice throw on the run to Houston. The ball was there and, frankly, should have been caught. But it's a turnover on downs, and here we go.
So a 17-play drive goes for naught for Blanchester. No points on that drive. East Clinton holds on downs and will take over on their own 20. 1st and 10 going the other way. Big hold by the East Clinton defense. Smith fakes the handoff and keeps it, and he's going to be tackled at about the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that was a blown assignment somewhere. The running back went one way. The quarterback looked for the handoff the other way.
Blake Richard on the tackle. Good one-on-one tackle of Smith trying to get out of there. So now we're 2nd and 10 for East Clinton. No score here at the Field of Dreams, East Clinton High School on senior night. October 2nd, 2020. At the 42-yard line of Blanchester. So what could have been a disaster is at least saved some. And there is a pass from Smith to the left side that's incomplete.
I'm not so sure somebody didn't run the wrong pattern there. You had two receivers within maybe
Same
5
place.
yards of the, if that, where the pass was. I thought when the ball was first thrown, it was going to the short guy.
Market. This is one of those ones, you know, we have 100 pet peeves up here, and this is one of them. I don't know how an official can look up and look down and figure out where a ball crosses out of bounds. I'm not sure the human mind and body is set up for such. We need to get like a physiologist here to say whether that's a skill that really can be precise, but they decide that it's out of bounds at the 15. I don't know where they came up with it, but that's where they decide to put it.
Well, Tony, I think that time it plopped right outside of the 15. I think he marked it right that time.
Good guess. So Sipple back to pass and then dumps it off to number 6, Colt Conover. Tackle by 56, Caleb Kingery. Be 2nd and 4, about a 6-yard gain for Blanchester on first down, Jeff.
Very nice play on first down, play action, short pass, the West Coast style out of the spread to get yourself 5 or 6 yards, and they did it.
No score here at East Clinton High School, coming down on 7 minutes to go in the first half. East Clinton and Blanchester throwing zeros against each other. There is a long pass down the field, broken up by 14 Trenton Guerin, intended deep for number 8 Trenton Scheike. Falls in number 8, it looks like Trenton Scheike. So a nice catch and run. Sipple to Scheike, Jeff. Nice looking play there.
Again, this offense, we see it on Friday nights, Saturdays, afternoons, and Sundays, and it's really tough to stop. You've got the receivers generally man-to-man. You force the defense into a man-to-man on almost every route, and if the cuts are sharp and the ball's there, there's little nothing they can do about it.
Blanchester on the East Clinton 35-yard line with the catch and run. Nice throw by Sipple. Nice catch on the receiving end. Sipple this time rolls to his left, guns another completed pass. Complete to number 6, Colt Conover. Flag down on the play. What are we going to get here? We have...
Absolutely got a beautiful, fluid.
Yes, it's gorgeous.
Throwing motion, very little extra action, movement in the arm, and he's not the bulkiest kid, but you can tell he puts a lot of his legs into it.
Right, everything about his ball is nice and pure. Very pleasant to watch. Takes the shotgun snap, looking over the middle, is complete. Caught by number 8. Trenton Scheike on the reception is hauled down. Almost looked like a horse collar.
I thought they were going to call it.
But no flag.
Must have had the
so
jersey.
Now it's still 3rd and long, 3rd and 20 for Blanchester. His ball, Sipple, is beautiful coming out of there, isn't it? Just gorgeous.
I've not seen a high school quarterback
spin it like that.
That's the old saying, spin it.
Peacock with the handoff. They're not getting anything on the ground, are they, Jeff?
No. Peacock being a freshman, very talented, great athletic skills, but he's just not real big yet. He doesn't have the strength to pull out of the tackles, and nothing's clean up front for East Clinton, so that's why you're getting 0 or minus on many plays.
Yeah, that was no gain again for the East Clinton running game. So it's 2nd and 10 as the clock runs down to about the 3-minute mark. First half, East Clinton High School on senior night. No score, Blanchester and East Clinton. Smith in the shotgun. There's a handoff, a quick hitter up the middle to Peacock. And the entire half the Blanchester defense, which is fielded by number 3, Brody Rice. And Brody still on his feet at about the 45-yard line. Brandon Zimmerman on the tackle. So with 1:28 to go, Jeff, what do you look for here out of Blanchester?
1:28, 2 timeouts left. I think you're going to see some short passes right out of the block to try to move the ball down the field in some chunks. And, if they get down and get a first down or 2, that's what they'll continue to happen. If they run into some stumbles, I think you're going to see the ball go into the end zone with that nice long pass that Sipple has.
So there's the COVID rules, the center bringing the ball up to the 45-yard line for the first down snap. Sipple looking over the line in shotgun, takes the snap, drops back, sets up and throws another gorgeous ball incomplete, intended for Colt Conover.
That was a little short. I don't know if Conover kept going on the pattern or if or what happened, but so, with the receiver on that situation, you teach them to try to come back to the ball if they can read it. I think Colt Conover may be typically more of a running back or a short slot player, but that ball was not that badly thrown.
So it's 2nd and 10 now for Blanchester as the clock is at 1:22 of the first half. In the shotgun as normal for the Wildcats, and a one-step drop and a completion. It is caught by number 8, Trenton Sturt to East before the end of the first half.
Very nice play called by the coach as well. He ran or sprinted Sipple out to the left, stop after about 3 or 4 steps, and look back to the short side of the field, the right side, and you get one-on-one coverage.
So Brian Bandow with the kick point after for Blanchester to make it 7-0. Blanchester gets a touchdown before the end of the first half. What a gorgeous throw that was. I love the ball coming out of his hand. Just a beautiful throw from Sipple to Scheike.
Well, and you called it for, it's a 40-yard touchdown pass, but from where he was, he started in the shotgun, rolled to his left, threw it back across the field to the right. I imagine that was probably about 55, 60 yards in the air.
Yes, and a spin or two, Jeff.
Tony, the additional things that happen when you can't run the ball include your play action schemes. You're not going to be able to still have time to throw the ball, and you're not going to be able to have time for the quarterback to keep it and run it, because it's just not effective when you're not running the ball with other people.
And how about this? Blanchester decides not to call their timeouts, letting the clock run out. We're at about 15 seconds to go. I agree with you. I'm not sure about that strategy. I would have called them. You've got them. You might as well use them, Coach.
Well, you don't cash them in for
Yeah,
hot dogs.
You don't get coupons for cashing them in. You might as well use them. There's Peacock on the handoff, and that's the last play of the second quarter. As we go to halftime score here from beautiful Field of Dreams at East Clinton High School. It's the Blanchester Wildcats 7, the East Clinton Astros 0. Play out a 10-game schedule and run the playoffs the same way.
I think it had something to do with the state rules, the governor's rules with regard to what was going to be permitted by the governor. Because remember, before all this started, a month and a half ago, the default rule was no playoffs and no season. So before the season was even allowed to be started, I think the playoff scenario had to be set forth in a plan that was cogent and understandable and given to the officials at the State House for them to be able to approve what the OHSA and the football coaches and the schools had in mind. And I do think it's one of those rare instances where you see different elements that...
As a coach, as a broadcaster, as a sponsor, as an administrator, and I cannot say that I have ever seen a more anemic offensive performance in a key playoff situation than what I witnessed our Cincinnati Reds this. A smash base hit to left by Suarez down the left field line. Of course, we're going to take a 1-0 lead, and we look up and we see Votto trotting into third.
Never seen anything like. You generally are able to see 2, 3, 4 innings down the line much better than I do with baseball, and so you can explain those things to me. But on that one, to pitch to Freeman was beyond comprehension.
Archie Bradley was in the game and had struggled putting 2 guys on. Time stats, Jeff. That's enough of the Reds. We got to bury them. And here's the great thing about the Reds. Next year at this time, we'll be complaining and crying and whining again, I'm sure. So it's our own fault for going back to the well. But I'll be here watching and complaining. So
Well, I think it's a positive personality trait to love your team, and we love the Bengals, we love the Reds, even though it's been 25 and 30 years since we.
do not pitch to the MVP of the league or the best player on the other team with the game on the line.
And I don't care
Did
which
you
arm the
learn
pitcher
that?
throws, Swift.
Right.
I don't care if he
can
kicks it up
he
there.
He can roll it up there. You don't pitch to the MVP of the league and the best player of the other team. So if you take anything from tonight's broadcast, folks, please take that to bed with you and sleep nicely, knowing that the Reds did it, but you never will. So here we go, the opening kickoff of the second. The snap once that the officials did not throw a flag. You're right.
Handoff 21.
There's a handoff into the line to Houston. That time no gain. Chris Norman on the tackle for East Clinton. Just underway second half. Here at beautiful East Clinton High School, campusnation.com, the YouTube channel of Campus Nation, 106.9 WZAA, Jeffersonville Radio. Don't use the imposter feed. This is the real feed at campusnation.com. Sipple with a gun in and out of the hands of the intended receiver. .com. It's 7-0, Blanchester leading East Clinton. Sipple takes the snap, pump fakes down the left side, and throws a beautifully thrown ball again. I'll tell you, Jeff, that kid really, really, really has a good-looking ball.
Yes, he does. I'm going to have
Like a laser beam coming out of his right arm.
the right decision and a laser.
2nd and 10 now for Blanchester. Second
Screen.
half action.
That's
Is a
gonna
screen
score.
for big games like these. The large outdoor patio with covered area and a large stage for live music.
And that was another busted play. That was supposed to be a handoff to Glenn Peacock. Jared really does a nice job, but since it was a screen, and you can block downfield if the pass is thrown to a receiver that's behind the line of scrimmage, the line.
5 years with the use of local data, technology, and digital tools, we help farmers maximize every acre's potential. Count on us. Trenton Scheike. Who is it? Tracy Bird.
Well, I assume that's maybe a famous cowboy.
I am not. Who is it?
Country singer. Yeah,
Let me tell you something. I know a lot about music, but I really don't recognize Tracy Bird. There's Sipple's pass is tipped up and broken up by Jared Smith. Almost picked, Jeff. Just couldn't hold on.
Didn't see the defensive back coming in from his weak side. I wish we had some Blanchester coaches in the box here. I'd like to see if Braden's been recruited to a college somewhere. I looked on the internet and didn't.
Defensive pass interference is going to be the call, Jeff. Again, if you want sponsorship opportunities for the upcoming Campus Nation broadcasts of the playoff streams, contact Rick Phillips. That's Rick Phillips, starting Monday, 937-527-6674. So it is a pass interference call against Blanchester at 5:34 left, third quarter. East Clinton needs points this time, Jeff. Smith flushed out, and he is run out of bounds, Jeff. No gain.
Receiver would have been open. Jared slipped as that ball was leaving his hand. His back foot slipped, and you just lose all momentum in your throw. And so it was short and behind the receiver.
So now a key third down. Make it fourth down. Fourth down and 10. A timeout.
Branson Smith, or he would have been gone. Nice tackle in the secondary.
Branson's had a busy night for the Astros tonight. Very active on defense. Of course, running the show from the quarterback position.
That's his brother.
Or Jared, yeah, right, Jared.
But I think that
Rough shot over the East Clinton defenders, picks up another first down. So it's the number 21 Gage Houston show on this drive, Jeff.
This drive, he's got 4 carries for 36 yards. Now we have 15-1 in first downs for Blanchester.
Yeah, this offensively, the statistics have been so one-sided. Matter of fact, indicative of extending the East Clinton lead at 21-0. The score from the other side of our network. Wow, close game. Clinton Massey 28, Wilmington 21.
I'm telling you, there's no question in my mind now, Wilmington is playing their hearts out tonight.
28-21, Clinton Massey, number 3 ranked in Division III. Jared Smith to Branson Smith. Ball spotted about the 37-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 3. Like I say, these guys up here at East Clinton are the best spotters of any place we've ever been. Sydney, pass out donuts or something. Give awards.
Why don't you have this crew follow us
These
as we
guys
go into the
so,
playoffs?
They're so good. They are so good. There's Fisher into the line, and looks like he barrels ahead for the first down, Jeff.
Nicely done.
Jared Smith pass. What happened there, Jeff?
Well, you called it. He overthrew it. He was under severe pressure in the backfield on a sprint out pass. He had to step up around the outside pressure and then go back more towards the sideline, and he just didn't get his body turned to the line quite enough, so that most of the time results in the ball sailing on you just a little, and that's what happened there. He did have trusted agronomic advice for over 45 years. With the use of local data, technology, and digital tools, we help farmers maximize every acre's potential. Count on us to be there throughout the season, working directly with you. Collette Farms, Pioneer Seed, farmers just like you.
John Roberts Excavating, located in Wilmington, is a family-owned business since 1998. They are specialized and experienced in general excavation, sewer, storm, grading, field tile, drainage, land clearing, ponds, demolition, and paving. Look us up on Facebook or call 937-382-1788. 1998 is when John Robert Excavating started. Jeff, try to use the deep, dark hallways of your mind. Who was the starting quarterback at the beginning of the 1998 Cincinnati Bengals season? Think hard, because the name, if you don't remember, will be a surprise to the audience.
Was that the former Steeler quarterback?
Yes.
O'Donnell, Neil O'Donnell?
O'Donnell.
Did I get it?
Yes, you got it right. Now, hardly anyone remembers that Neil O'Donnell was a Bengal. There's Sipple's pass into the end zone. It's caught for a touchdown. Sipple to number 20 on the YouTube channel of Campus Nation, not the imposter. It's thecampusnation.com. Hand off to Peacock on first down, and they are just not getting anything on the ground, Jeff.
Freshman Peacock is probably going to be pretty sore tomorrow. His longest gain is 3 yards, and it appears he's got 10 carries for a net of 4 right now.
Yeah, not great numbers.
Hope he keeps his head up. He's got quite a future here at East
Yeah,
Point.
when you're the feature back as a freshman, that's nothing to be ashamed of, even though you're having a tough run of it. You got a long way to go in your career. One game does not a career make. So Smith on second down, trailing 28-0, steps back in a nice completion. There goes number 14. Trenton Guerin, the senior, on the other end of the reception. A completion. People up here are saying it's Trenton Guerin's birthday, so why not get a nice catch and run on your birthday, Jeff.
Very well run pattern, just a little in cut at about 10, 15 yards. I think the defender slipped a little bit, and the young man took it downfield.
If that's true, October 2, his birthday, what a nice present. Nice catch and run after catch. See if he can get a touchdown on his birthday, Jeff. He's out left.
Be nice to see that.
Good present for yourself. There's Smith on the keeper, breaks through and is tackled inside the 20. So East Clinton not done yet. Trailing 28-0 is threatening to score here late in the ball game. It's fourth quarter, 10:32 left and counting. 28-0. Blanchester leading East Clinton comfortably, but East Clinton driving for a score to put a dent in the scoreboard at least.
Try to get a little momentum going for the playoff game up at Madison Plains next week. Let's see if they can push it in. Phillip actually did a good job getting his foot through it. That, unlike the first week of the season, Randy Bullock just pulled it a little bit because the timing was off.
Tell us about Sam's Meats.
Football fans, stop by Sam's Meats, located in Wilmington, Ohio at 1209 West Locust Street, and support a locally owned and operated business. Sam's Meats is fresh chicken, pork, and beef, along with deli cheese and lunch meats. Their meat deals are a great way to buy meat in bulk, helping to save you both time and money. The dining room is open for you to enjoy homemade hot bar meals and their made-to-order grill menu. Sam's Meats also offers catering, party trays, and a variety of homemade desserts. Sam's is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6:30 p.m., and 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Saturdays. Check out Sam's Meats.
Tin Cap is more than just your locally owned hard cider company. Tin Cap offers handcrafted hard ciders along with local craft beers, cocktails, and pizza. Tin Cap leads the area in entertainment, offering large TVs for big games just like these. The largest outdoor patio with covered area and a large stage for live music. Join your friends at Tin Cap, where they always serve up smiles by the glass full. They'll see you Saturdays. So it's a keeper this time. And I tell you what, he's got some spry to him too, Jeff.
And he's extremely good with the ball handling, the faking.
Yes.
That time, they faked a fullback trap to the left. The right guard pulled left. The running back had the ball put in his stomach by Braden, and he went left, and it was just yanked and kept for a nice 8-yard gain.
And
is he down?
I think it's him that's down, Jeff. I really do think it is. He's not gotten up from that hit. His teammates are all kneeling down.
Example of you shouldn't pick up the football, you should just follow it. That was a muffed play-action fake, and I think he tried to pick it up instead of just following on it, and one of the East Clinton defenders just dove in there and picked it up like a hungry dog after a bone.
And it's Jeff Zimmerman on the recovery for East Clinton with 8:36 to go. So if East Clinton's going to cut into the lead, this is the time to do it, Jeff. Down 28-6.
Still have a chance.
You still got time to get a score and make this a 2-score game. I see Braden Sipple walking around on the Blanchester sideline. Just got an update from the other side of the network. It is Clinton Massey opening it up now on Wilmington. Clinton Massey 42, Wilmington 21. So a game that was closer than that has now looked like it's opened up by Clinton Massey Falcons, doubling the score now. Hey, Jeff.
This is the same East Clinton team we've seen 2-3 times this year. They do not quit.
They never quit.
And I'm going to tell you, the numbers aren't going to be nearly the same, but Jared Smith, as far as heart goes, he's got as much heart as any quarterback you'll see playing in high school football.
So they're going for 2 now. They missed the point after on the kick last time, so this time going for 2. Peacock into the formation late. And what do we have? we're going to have an encroachment against Blanchester that will move it half the distance.
You get this in, start to sweat a little bit over on the other side of the field.
Would that change the play call, Jeff, based
Yes.
on the yardage?
Yes. I think you have a whole lot more options now than you did before, even though it's a yard and a half. You're going to spread them out. My guess is you're going to see a fake to a running back, and Jared's going to do something with the ball. I don't think he'll pass it. Let's see if he runs it and where it goes.
So it's clock stopped at 7:17 for the two-point conversion try.
Blanchester just let it go by. It
If you
wasn't.
saw the NFL finish of the Atlanta Falcons-Dallas Cowboy game last week, 2 weeks ago, that was the exact finish. That Atlanta did not know to jump on the ball. They just watched it roll. That's what Blanchester looked like they did, and East Clinton gets it. Well done by the Astros. So they retain possession. First down pass, gorgeous throw. What a beautiful throw. Jared Smith to Branson Smith inside the 30, 29-yard line. Clock running at stopped after the first down at 7:10.
This is a time, Tony, I'd almost use a timeout like in basketball if I were the Blanchester coaches. Just get them a little calmed down. This is a big possession. You've got to have them on their game now.
Well, we can hear the energy of the crowd is definitely shifted toward the East Clinton Astros. Smith is hot and throws down the middle. Caught again. 13, Landon Runyon with the catch. A gun by Jared Smith to Landon Runyon. Another first down for East Clinton. The crowd.
Direct sprint or play action and let him read the defense.
The line marker says third down, but the score, now they fixed the scoreboard. So it is 3rd and 3 from about the 10. There's a pass out to the flat, complete to number 23. That's Isaiah Conger. Do we have a first down?
That's going to be close.
It's going to be real close.
4th and 1.
They mark it just short.
Really a good tackle by Blanchester that time. I didn't catch the number of the defender.
And now you talk about ball game. Biggest play of the game here, Jeff. 4th and 1 for East Clinton. Got to score here. Got to convert a first down at least. And Smith is in the shotgun on 4th and 1. Handoff, no, he kept it, and it's a tough throw, and it is picked off by Conover. Colt Conover with a pick. Tough break for East Clinton, Jeff.
Tony, that's a version of the same play we saw here several weeks ago. They had a play action pass with Jaden rolling out to his left and then trying to hit a receiver doing a post or a slant, going back into the middle of the field. And from that situation, Jared's got to get his body completely turned. Almost, look up John Roberts Excavating on Facebook or call them at 937-382-1788. That's 937-382-1788 for a free estimate.
What about the sponsorship opportunities for the playoffs, Jeff?
Remind everybody here in southwestern Ohio, if you're a businessman and listening in, get in on the playoff action. Call Rick Phillips starting Monday at 937-527-6674, 937-527-6674, and lock up a sponsorship for the playoffs.
Yeah, let's get some businesses fired up for the playoffs here in the great state of Ohio as we come into playoff season a little earlier this year, but should be interesting.
Play, Tony. Oh.
On 3rd and 11, the East Clinton defense jumps. Excuse me, it wasn't 3rd and 11.
It's 3rd and 6.
3rd and
Not
out.
sure.
Yep, which they remember they're running this thing here at the end with a freshman quarterback, Bryce Sipple, which You're trying to run out the clock leading on the road, your last regular season game. Your star quarterback, your senior, goes out with an injury. Doesn't look serious because I've seen him walking around on the sideline and he looks like he's probably okay. But turns it over to the freshman, and we're going to guess it's his younger brother. And we get confirmation from the All-Star Hall of Fame spotting crew at East Clinton that it is his younger brother. So quarterback runs in that family.
I wonder
that's
if the
for
dad
sure.
was a quarterback.
Right.
These kids are certainly,
Manning.
yeah, they certainly carry themselves
They
for that
say
position.
that you hear that this Cooper Manning, who's the oldest brother, Archie's oldest son, they say his kid is the best of them all.
Well, he started as a freshman last year and put up mind-blowing numbers.
Well, I guess if you're going to be a quarterback, I guess starting off with the name Manning
Doesn't
is
hurt.
not too bad a start.
You've got a lot of in-house training and genetics going
Can you
your way.
imagine that? You got basically some of the smartest quarterback minds in the history of the game, plus genes that are flowing through you. What else? What else do you need? What's the kid's first name? Do you remember offhand?
What is the
The dad's name is Cooper. I think they call
Cooper.
him Cooper.
in for 23 for 163 yards and a touchdown? Very good second half by that young man. Very impressed with him.
So the clock runs out here at East Clinton High School, the Field of Dreams. Final score here is 28-14. Blanchester over East Clinton. Jeff, tell us about some of our other sponsors, especially Tin Cap.
Tony, Tin Cap's more than just your locally owned hard cider company. Tin Cap offers handcrafted hard ciders along with local craft beers, cocktails, and pizza. Tin Cap leads the area in entertainment, offering large televisions for big games like these, the largest outdoor patio with covered area and a large stage for live music. Join your friends at Tin Cap, where they always serve up smiles by the glassful. Tin Cap's located at 59 West Sugar Tree Street in Wilmington.
Colette Farms, Pioneer Seed is a family-owned and operated seed dealership offering Pioneer brand products, seed treatments, and trusted agronomic advice for over 45 years. With the use of local data, technology, and digital tools, we help farmers maximize every acre's potential. Count on us to be there throughout the season, working directly with you. Colette Farms, Pioneer Seed, farmers just like you. Jeff, what do you think about tonight's game, Blanchester versus East Clinton?
Well, it started 0-0 through the first quarter. Blanchester had a hard time getting their offense in gear, but as the first half wore on, Blanchester asserted their dominance, had a couple really nice drives for touchdowns and one nice drive that didn't end in a touchdown. And I thought East Clinton was done, frankly, coming into the second half. Really, even through the third quarter, I think they got a touchdown maybe late in the third quarter, but they sure turned it around that fourth quarter and made it a game.
John Roberts Excavating, located in Wilmington, is a family-owned business since 1998. They are specialized in experience in general excavation, sewer, storm grading, field tile, drainage, land clearing, ponds, demolition, and paving. We thank John Roberts Excavating. Look them up on Facebook or call 937-382-1788 for a free estimate. Now, Jeff, next week we're headed into playoffs. So let's talk a little bit about what we have coming up and what you could be involved in if you're a local business in dealing with Campus Nation.
Once again, if you're a local entrepreneur and you want to get your business's name out there to at least several thousand people, the station has really had some high numbers in the ratings, so to speak. But if you want to be a part of that, the Campus Nation broadcasts of the upcoming playoff games, they're streamed, may not be live, but certainly the next day. And what you want to do is contact Rick Phillips. That's Rick Phillips, starting Monday at 937-527-6674.
All right, let's talk a little bit about what we just did and what's coming up. CampusNation.com, the YouTube channel of CampusNation.com, 106.9